you can see I am at 82%. I'm at 293 miles. And I am going to track what the solar panel does today. So right now it's at 0%. It is 7:15. There's barely any sun out. And it's 34 degrees. Let's go to the lifetime. Lifetime, I'm at 82 miles and 26 kilowatt hours. So, nothing going on right now. And I will be driving, after work today, I will be driving to Richmond, Kentucky. So I'll take all of that into account. So I'm just going to track what the solar sky does today. All right, so our starting point, is 82 miles with 26 kilowatt hours, 293 miles at 82%. All right, guys, it's 9:10 and the sun has finally just started hitting the ocean. So I wanted to make a record of that because where I parked, the sun didn't come over the building, and then I forgot about this tree actually. So the sun didn't start hitting the car until 9:10. So now it's finally almost got full sun from, well, the sun, but I mean it's finally crossing over the tree. I'd say about 80% through the tree now. So 9:10. All right, it is 10:14, 50 degrees, running at a solar rate of 55%. I'm actually going to drive around and see if I can increase the solar rate by having a better angle on the car. Right now, the sun is hitting the ocean from the side. So I'm going to try to get it more in line with the sun and see what that does to the rate of production. Alright, the sun is to my right, okay, and I'm going to go up through here, and the sun is going to be hitting at the back. I think the way the solar panel is shaped that you might actually get just a little bit rate of production just simply by the way that everything is shaped on the car right now. So let's try this, see if it makes much of a difference. I wouldn't expect a dramatic difference, just a few percentages here. Okay, so 64%. I do think that that made a slight difference. I think that's the highest that I've seen so far. So if I were to park right here, which no parking is allowed where I am, I could do slightly better, couldn't I? All right, let's go back up here to where I was originally parked. Now, I'm still driving, okay? Driving around through here. 65. The sun's mostly at my back. So, yeah, I think I'm right on that. I think just the way that the car is shaped, it's just a little bit lower in the back. So, it's probably better for the sun to hit it at the back, you know, unless the sun is just directly above you. That's probably, you know, the only way that that's really going to make much of a difference. Otherwise, you have a better angle with the sun shining at the back here. Okay, now I'm getting ready to, I'm going to pull into this shade right here, okay? Watch this. Pulling into the shade. Car is in the shade right now. Okay, poof. Wow. Now that also shows you just how fast the solar panel interacts. So that is quick. All right. So it is acting very quickly there. All right. So I'm going to pull back over here to where I was originally parked. And I'm going to leave it here the rest of the day. Pretty fun experiment, actually, in my opinion. All right, so 57%. All right, let's see lifetime here, see if we've added anything. No, we're still at 82.2 and 26 kilowatt hours. Let's see, that has moved to 294 and 82, but I did drive around just slightly, just a tiny little bit. All right, guys, I just came out and got in the car. And as you can see, the sun, you know, the sun's got a pretty good angle now. It's not even close to being directly above the car, but it is much higher in the sky. It's 12:12, so the car has been in the sun for roughly 3 hours. So let's see how we do here. Okay, so we are up to 294 miles at 82%. Turn all that off. We are charging at 74%. So if that's a 400 watt panel, it's cooking right now. It's doing really good. It's 12:13. It's 59 degrees. So like I said, it's been in the sun now for roughly 3 hours. And let's go to lifetime. All right, we're up to 82.9. So in 3 hours, we've added almost 1 mile. I consider that really good, considering where the car was and the angle that, the sun was shining against the car. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm finding this very useful. All right, good information here. Okay, 74%. So that's really good, I guess. Well, I'm assuming it is. I'm assuming this is a 400 watt panel. So, 4 times 7, this panel's probably producing right at 280, 290 watts right now, I'm guessing. All right, we'll check back later. Does the solar panel work while you're driving 62 miles per hour? Well, looks like it does. All right, 79% rolling down through here. Pretty cool stuff. Gotta admire the solar panel. All right, just realized something fairly important. I've been driving for a long time, and that it said 84.3 miles added, and it was stuck at 84.3, and I'm like, I wonder why that's not changing. And now it just went up to 84.8, so it must count in increments of 0.5, so that's useful information. Also, you'll notice the kilowatt hour has gone up to 27. Now, I am on the interstate. I'm running 75 miles an hour, so here's what I'm doing. Let's see, can I go to live? Go to live. You can see it's a pretty good day, 78%. Seems like that's about what it's been holding the whole time I've been driving, give or take a few percentages, of course, like whatever, get in the shade of a truck or whatever. So doing pretty good. Guys, I'm still road tripping. I'm down to 61%, 213 miles. Sitting here at Buc-ee's eating a sandwich, drinking a root beer. Buc-ee's, Buc-ee's. Okay, if you're not familiar with Buc-ee's. Massive gas station. I don't know if you can see that back there or not. I mean, it's just massive. That hasn't changed. So here we are. Oh, let's see what state of charge we're getting. Whoops, wrong thing. All right, let's go to live. We're at 66%, sitting here in the Buc-ee's parking lot, eating on a sandwich. All right, later. I just got back on the interstate, doing 65 miles an hour. I'll speed up in just a minute. I slowed down to do the video here, and I noticed this went up to 85.2. So it definitely goes up in increments. It definitely does not go up, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. So I am finding this a useful test for myself and hopefully for my audience. But the drive home has not been terribly productive with the solar panel because I'm mostly driving in the shade. So you can see what that's doing to it. The shade pretty much puts that thing down to 0 quick, fast, and in a hurry. I even noticed that if you drive under an overpass, which takes all of about, 1 second, that can drop it to 0%. But I love it. It's pretty cool stuff. Guys, how did we do? 85.5 and 27 kilowatt hours. A lot of my drive back was in the shade, so I didn't get hardly anything driving back. If I could have just let it set in the sun, I would have definitely got a lot more miles. But, that's part of driving it, and it is what it is. So I think that's pretty good. I think, if my memory's right, I started with 82. So I added 3.5 miles today. I think that's pretty cool.